I had big plans for my $1,400 stimulus check, which appears like that's going to be happening in a matter of maybe a couple of weeks now that Congress has passed, or the Senate, I should say, has passed the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill without any Republican support. But it appears that I'm going to have to spend some of that money or some of my paycheck or whatever the hell to get my car fixed. And I'm so tired of it. It's like, my car is a 1988 Toyota Camry. And I've had it for, I'm the third owner, and I've had it since 2009. And I probably need to get a new car. But cars are so expensive, even used cars, that this car only cost me $1,100 and had 68,000 miles back in 2009. But you can't find anything for that now. So I have to put money into it to just keep it running. And it sucks. And I don't know if my work situation is ever going to get better, if I'm going to be stuck doing pin money work, or if I'll ever be able to actually teach again. It's a lot of stuff to think about. Also, a family member is going to sell his house, and he and his wife are going to live in a travel trailer for a while till they find other place to live, because they want to be close to their son and the grandkids. But that son lives up in the Portland, Oregon area, but he's leaving too. So they're just going to decide on where they're going to settle. So it might be somewhere near the Oregon coast. It might even be in Idaho. And I talked to my nephew today, and he wants to travel the United States. And I said, if you want to do that, and he was saying his wife likes to stay home, doesn't really want to do anything. And I said, if you're going to do that, then damn it, you let me know, because I'll save my money and I'll go with you to the various places, because there's stuff on my bucket list that I want to do too before I kick the bucket. But that's all kind of a tangent. But anyway, so much for the $1,400 that I'm going to get. And the thing is, the Republicans, there's only one reason the Republicans did not want to support this, and that's because of the 2022 elections. They're afraid that the economy is going to get better. It's already gradually, very slowly recovering from all this COVID stuff that has happened. It's slowly recovering, and they can't stand it if the Democrats benefit from this. So they voted no on it. I mean, they're so goddamn transparent. It's all about power for power's sake. And then when they get it, they're damned useless. And Exhibit A, of course, is Mitch McConnell. And I could talk about Mitch McConnell a little bit, about his little antic that he's trying to fix it in Kentucky, so anybody that succeeds him is going to be a Republican. I mean, if that isn't, a sign of how fucking crazy he is, I don't know what is. And then tomorrow is the big day for women who are actually supporting women's rights. I don't know how big a crowd they're going to get, but they're supposed to have this Picket DC org from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and they're gathering in Washington. Everything goes on in Washington, D.C. So good old me that's out here in the West can't afford to go back there and take part. And maybe they'll stream it. I'm guessing that it'll be streamed somehow or recorded. But it'll be interesting how big a crowd it is. But what they should do, this of course is against that executive order that Biden stupidly signed, and against Congress even considering the idiotic Equality Act that obliterates sex. And I've already talked about it in my previous video about that. But we'll see how many people show up for that. But I'm not going to be showing up to work tomorrow because I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for transportation. They increased the hours temporarily, but the bus service is not the best up here. And I'd have to get up even earlier than I get up now, take the bus either at 6:30, probably at 6:30, or 7, and walk to the school to get there on time. So I don't know how that's going to work out. But anyway, at least one thing, Congress and supposedly the House will take it up this week, and it'll be a done deal. But at least they've done something right this time around. And the next thing I'm hoping for now is the student loan forgiveness things. And if they pass a loan forgiveness, yes, they need to make sure that it's not taxable. Because if you have loan forgiveness, you're still liable for taxes. Well, that kind of almost negates the thing. And I sure as hell, on the loan that I've had for 20 years ago, when I had to take it in order to student teach, then I don't have to pay taxes on that goddamn shit. Because I'll never be able to get a refund again. It took me 6 years to pay off, what was it, a $1,400 loan, or not a $1,400 loan, but $1,400 tax liability. And that's when I was really, really destitute. So every refund for 6 years was used toward paying off the tax liability when I went on unemployment insurance back in 2009, 2010. So anyway, I'm all done. That's enough of whatever this miscellaneous stuff is today.